Hello everybody, NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. Just to show you, yes, it's me. Time is not as long as it used to be. And I wanted to share this so that some folks might realize how others get started in ham radio. I don't know how long this video is going to be, and I guess just want people to know what started me. As a young boy in Nebraska, a little portable pocket radio. It was a little AM radio. I used to sneak it under the pillow. And we lived in Minnesota at the time, I think it was, or Nebraska. That's one of the things about life itself. As you get older, things get farther away. But as a young boy, I used to listen to far away places to me. And I'm talking a very young boy. As life progressed along, I stayed interested in radio, but didn't know why. Joined the service. Now we're up into the 70s. Actually, 1972 is when I decided to join the service. Got stationed at Andrews Air Force Base just outside of Washington, D.C. And prior to getting stationed there, I got into this 11-meter craze, CB radio days. Yeah, Minnesota Wildcat. KZM 3033. I even have a legal license to talk on Citizen Band Radio. But I always had the interest. While stationed at Andrews Air Force Base, I met a gentleman, W3DNB, darn near broke. Mr. Glover, my Elmer. They were talking about radio, and I was being smart aleck about 11 meters that I could talk around the world and stuff like that. And he says, why don't you let me show you a different thing? And he actually took me under his wings and invited me to his house. He had a nice German wife, could cook excellent, and started me out as a novice learning Morse code. And he walked me through it and walked me through it. And we probably studied for a little over a month, every other day type thing at his place, sitting at the table. And worked my way into getting my novice license. Got my first call sign, KA3 Alpha Victor Papa, in 1978. Life gets in the way as you grow up as a young person with children and marriages and even some divorces. That type of thing is not what we control, it's what we live through. But I dabbled a little bit here and there in the hobby, moved to the Carolinas, got my 706 Mark II G, went to Wilmington, drove 2 hours just to go get it. We had a brick and mortar where you could go get stuff. And started enjoying the hobby a little bit more. But every time I turn around, I run into a net talking about hemorrhoids and junk like this, and you got to join this, and you got to do that. And played with county hunting, and that was awesome. That was fun. That was challenging. But again, life gets in the way sometimes, so you have to stop. Then I run into another young lady, and she didn't like radio. She didn't like noise. So, trying to keep everybody happy, I shut it off for almost 10 years. After running into a heart attack and my bout with cancer in 2017, which might not be over with, I got back into some hobby, parks on the air. I really enjoy the process, if I can use that terminology. As an activator, that's me going out to a park, making contacts with those that are sitting at their home, relaxing, enjoying the comforts of all a fixed station, and making a contact with me. And other activators that are out in the field, so to speak, like I am, making contact with me and getting to know people and have fun. I like some of the opportunities that are given, and it all started because of an AM/FM radio sitting underneath of a pillow. And as I grew up and got into the hobby, I found people that I didn't care for because it's an organized clique, and Parks on the Air is not that. Even in our local club, people got frustrated because we use Facebook as a media to talk about the things that we do in the hobby, and some folks didn't like it. So I left it. I'm still a member of the club, lifetime. I'm a member of 4 clubs. And it's a great honor to be a member of all 4 clubs, because in all 4 clubs are great people. I bring this video to you to a close. It gets frustrating when you listen to sad hams, trolls is another terminology, I guess they're called. People who feel that they're better than the rest and that everybody needs to do things their way only, and the conceitedness, even in Parks on the Air. I share this with you because I'm going to slow down on activating. I do not need to be questioned by anybody. About where I'm at or what I'm doing in all my documentation, nor how I operate. I'm sorry I offend some of those that don't like the list taking, don't work me. I appreciate each and every one, and I don't think I do too bad of a job. But today I really realized that back then as a little boy, my interest started with an AM/FM radio under a pillow. And when I leave, my spouse will have to have somebody come in and do whatever they do to get rid of stuff, because that's all it is. It's material things that we use here on earth. I don't want to be a wealthy man, just a happy man. I don't need millions of dollars, just enough to pay the bills. See, I'm a simple old guy. Right now, I'm a little frustrated. But time is coming to an end. There'll be a day when each one of us will either be in heaven or will be in hell, and that choice is ours. I end this thanking each one of you for taking the time to listen to how I started in the radio field and where I ended up at as a licensed ham since 1978 to present. May God bless. Have a super day. From November Charlie 4 X-Ray Lima. North Carolina for extreme lovers from the darling old man. No, I'm just a darling old man, 73s.